I don't understand.
Well, men can be raped too.
I'm just trying to get my head around it, that's all.
Can you, I don't know, just give us a minute?
You sure?
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, when you first left without saying goodbye, I was like, fine. It's all right, I was in a rush, you know, needed some space. But then you stopped answering my texts. I mean, why'd you just turn your back on me?
Messed up. You know, I had to leave.
But you didn't think that I might have needed you with my wife barely in the ground?
I thought you were okay.
I wasn't, was I? Clearly. And then, you know, when what happened, I tried you again. Was you still messed up? Or was you just otherwise engaged?
Look, if I'd known, I would have come straight back, wouldn't I?
And that's the thing, Nick. I mean, we're brothers. I shouldn't have to beg for help. You know, I ring, you answer. I mean, that's the deal. But you left, you know? Just like everyone always leaves me. And I really think that's why he was able to pick me apart.
I'm sorry. But look, I'm here now, you know, what can I do?
It's fine, you know. I mean, it's over now.
Oh, come on. I want to help.
Now, that won't be necessary.
How do you mean?
I can't, in all good conscience, accept your money.
Well, I'd rather pay.
You saved my life.
I had an EpiPen on me, Roy.
Well, consider it an inadequate gesture of gratitude for doing a job for which you're rarely thanked and for which others can sometimes take the credit.
Okay.
It's far less than I was willing to give Jude.
Yeah, well, maybe you should be paying for me tea.
Well, difficult, given that he has absconded, unable or unwilling to face the consequences.
Yeah, well, we all have a breaking point, don't we?
Well, his lies finally overwhelmed him. It is probably better for all concerned that he's removed himself.
Better for everyone, Roy.
Right, I'll leave you to it.
Mary,
I mean, what kind of mother am I? I've sent away my baby. I've made a terrible mistake.
This is police persecution, is what it is. I'm supposed to have paid my debt to society. I'm supposed to be treated like every other person. But as soon as a sock goes missing in the wash, the bat signal goes up and there's a knock at my door.
All right, calm down, Abby.
Perfectly calm, Kev. Once this lot have seen the CCTV, they can be on the way, and then I'll be round to see Adam Barlow to see about suing for harassment.
We're just covering all bases.
Well, the laptop will show I did everything by the book. Ain't that right, Kev? Get your checkbooks ready, you two. The twins are in for a bumper Christmas this year.
He's gone.
What?
The laptop, he's gone.
People start to realise something is up if you keep turning up at the factory. What I meant was...
He told me.
What? He shouldn't have.
Sinead, it's all right.
Ken, why don't you make the girl a drink?
I'll pour the kettle on.
Darling, I'm so sorry to hear what you've been going through. Nobody should have to face making that sort of choice.
I can't believe he told you.
Look, don't blame him. As you know, it's a hard enough thing to bear on one's own.
He's not the one going through it.
But it's still a strain. And trust me, he has your best interests at heart. And if telling me lessened his burden, it can only be good for you.
Okay.
And for what it's worth, I don't think it's anybody else's business but yours how you decide to look after you and the baby.
Thank you.
Where's he live?
And we're not doing that.
What are you talking about? I mean, he can't get away with it.
It's over, all right? I've dealt with it.
All right, so you're just going to let him walk? I mean, the David I know would have hunted him down like an animal.
You don't think I wanted to do that? I mean, can you imagine the shame of it coming out, Nick?
Oh, you've got nothing to be ashamed of.
Really? I let Gary think that I had PTSD over Kylie, so my dead wife's memory meant absolutely nothing. That's the shame.
He drugged and raped you.
Yeah, thanks for the recap.
It's her, isn't it? Well, she's made you forgive her, son. Now you're forgiving everyone for everything. She's taken your spine.
You know nothing about Shona, all right? She's the one who got me through this, so don't go blaming her. Seriously, you said you wanted to help. Bad-mouthing her isn't helping.
Sorry.
If it wasn't for her and all the counselling, then I don't know.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to come back? I mean, it might be a bit difficult.
No, I won't ask you to do that, Nick. I mean, you got your own life.
Work is a bit busy,
It's
but...
fine, honestly.
Hey, look, I should...
Yeah, that's all right.
No, that's fine. Cheers, Ty. No, he's not been on it for a couple of days, but I was definitely on it yesterday.
Does anyone else have access to the office?
Well, I've been on pickups all morning, so anyone who had a key could have taken it.
And you sure you didn't take it home?
No, it's been nicked.
Abigail Franklin, I'm arresting you on suspicion of theft.
No.
You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when...
Tell him I've been nowhere near the
Something
office.
to rely on.
You know it.
Oh, sorry. Liz was late. Can I have a pint, please?
Going to have to start again.
How do you mean?
Oh, you're late. You haven't commented on how I look, and you only ordered a drink for yourself.
What's that?
Just something to help me keep track of your performance. Now, out you go. Try again.
There's nobody even watching.
My gran says treat every game like a cup final. She was goalie for county ladies.
Oh. Emma?
Oh, Chesney, there you are.
That's for keeping you waiting.
It's beautiful. That was your cue. I said, it's beautiful. That's your chance to say, you too, or not as beautiful as you.
Trust me, you don't want me giving you a compliment.
Because I'm not beautiful.
No, because the words will probably come out like a dropped trifle. So even though you are beautiful, you won't hear me say it.
You just did.
She's a good worker, you know.
Do you think it's possible that she might dispose of the laptop?
She's really got her act together recently.
That's not an answer. Does the name Ronan Truman mean anything to you?
Oh, the bloke who died in the accident, the drug dealer. Oh, no, don't tell me.
What?
She's not back on drugs, is she? Was he a dealer?
Well, we're still trying to put it all together. But earlier, you stayed quiet when she asked you to corroborate the work on the car.
Yeah, I remember she seemed a bit distracted here. I had to remind her a couple of times to get on with the repairs.
Well, perhaps that's because she didn't wait to see what she was doing to the car. Because Mr. Truman had asked her to sabotage it.
I trusted her.
Mr. Webster, do you think Miss Franklin took the laptop?
Who else could it be?
Thank you, Mr. Webster. You've been a real help. What's happened?
Your mate's just been arrested.
What for?
Nicking my laptop, tampering with that car. They reckon she might have had some dealings with that drug dealer.
Right, well, I hope you stuck up for her.
How could I?
Kevin, she could lose her kids.
Well, it's not my fault.
Well, it's not Abby's fault either.
Then whose fault is it?
Can I come in? Listen, Seb, there's no easy way to say this, so I'm just going to say it. Your mum's been arrested.
Are you what?
Yeah, the police think she stole something from the garage, so I think you should go to the station.
Right, hold on. Let me get my phone.
You up to speed then? So you'll be sticking around?
I don't think so.
But you listened to everything David said and you're still going back to Nottingham?
Well, I offered, he said he was fine. So
He isn't going to ask you to come back here.
even if I wanted to, I don't know whether I can. So.
Well, maybe you still don't know what's important then.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, still on the painkillers, but getting there. Just getting used to the scar.
Right, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Every time I see a doctor, I start describing symptoms. Thanks for everything you did, by the way.
Yeah, no worries.
Must have been a difficult decision.
How do you mean?
Well, to leave Ryan and help that bloke. The fact that he was dying shows your instincts were right.
Yeah, listen, I've got to go.
Oh, bye then. Yeah. Everything all right?
Yeah.
Right, nice chatting then.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. There's just been a lot going on since I got back.
Births, deaths, marriages. If we had shares in them all, we'd be living like kings, eh?
Shouldn't you be resting?
Nick, I've got a 20-month-old who goes through more outfit changes than a Lady Gaga concert. There's no such thing as a rest. You sure everything's all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to hear my problems, do you?
Right, I'm freezing, so why don't you come back to the flat that you're paying for and make me a brew while I sort out His Majesty's laundry?
I'm on your side, you know, Sinead.
I know.
Which is why I was disappointed when I heard you'd nearly fainted and you didn't tell me. No. We agreed that I would keep your secret if you would keep me informed about your health. Now, if you can't do that, I have no choice but to tell Daniel.
Oh, Ken! Do shut up, you interfering old lady. Darling, why don't you go home? I'll finish up here. And nobody's telling anybody anything.
Thank you. And thanks for tea, Ken. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Sorry, that was rude. But the girl's been through enough.
I was just surprised. But you do feel very strongly about this, don't you?
Well, I can't pretend to understand what she's going through, but I do remember what it was like to be young and afraid and not knowing what the right thing to do was. I only wish I'd had more people in my corner when I was her age.
We all sound gorge, but I don't think I'll have one. Don't want to get fat.
Well, if you had to choose, what would you go for?
Probably the cheesecake.
Yeah, it sounds nice. Excuse me, can I have one of the cheesecakes, please? Nothing for the lady. Oh, and 2 spoons as well, please.
Okay.
Oh, how was it, fish cake?
Fine. Thank you for my dinner. I'm sorry I'm not much company.
My ploughman's lunch was very acceptable. So it's believed the term ploughman's lunch was coined to increase cheese sales after rationing ended. Conjures up a romantic rural image.
So cheese and pickle is a lie?
Not a lie, per se.
Oh, let's not beat around the rural bush, Roy. It's a lie, a deception. Like pretending to be a marine biologist or to save someone from a bee sting. Obfuscation, omission, deceit, distortion, they're all just lies dressed up in their Sunday best.
Perhaps it is just best if we all move on from this regrettable chapter.
Move on. I'm disappointed in him, Roy. I'm hurt, I'm confused. But I shouldn't have driven him away. I don't want to lose him. I want to Shake him. I want to understand why. He's still my son. And I won't be happy until I bring him home.
Miss Franklin, can you tell me what you know about Ronan Truman?
Never heard of him.
He's a drug dealer.
Do you always ask questions you know the answer to?
You must have known a few dealers in your time.
Well, none that sound like they're in an Irish boy band.
Mr. Truman died in the crash we're investigating, so perhaps you could cut the jokes.
I didn't know his name.
It must be hard. Addiction.
I'm off it.
Still. You never know when people are going to exploit your vulnerability. What did he promise in exchange for sabotaging the car? Money? A fix?
I don't know him. I didn't do anything.
So who did?
I don't know. Maybe this Ronan had something to do with it.
I wouldn't bet against it. But we don't think he acted alone.
Me? Based on what?
A laptop you have access to with potential evidence is missing. And your employer doesn't seem entirely convinced of your innocence.
Kev, what's he said?
I'll put it this way. I wouldn't bank on a pay rise anytime soon.
Found it.
You could help.
I bought 2 spares, me. I keep one at the kebab shop, one at the chippy, one at home as well.
We didn't come here for my charger.
Did we not?
Maria's in the flat, and there's too many people on the street. Thought you might want a bit of privacy for your final test.
What's that?
The goodnight kiss.
Oh, I didn't think... I mean, is that necessary?
Do you really want to fail after all your hard work tonight?
No.
So, kiss me.
Yeah.
OK, test over. Put down your pens and pencils and make your way to the door.
So, did I pass then?
You'll get your results at our next date.
There's going to be another one?
Is that a problem?
No. I mean, it was lovely.
Good. Because you've still got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
You do know there's a saucepan on your balcony?
Yeah, burnt Ollie's spag ball earlier on, so I stuck it outside to get rid of the smell of smoke. Beryl's the one I'm cooking.
Wasn't even on solids last time I was here.
Yeah, well, life moves on with or without you, Nick. Things happen, things change.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Right, come on. I know you, something's up. Spill. What's happened? You look traumatised.
It's not me, it's David.
Oh, what mess has he got himself into this time?
The kind of big brother should have got him out of.
Why, what happened?
I don't think he's ever got over the death of Kylie properly.
Oh, poor David.
I thought you'd say that wasn't an excuse.
Well, it's not, but... Well, I know what it's like to lose somebody close to you. The world moves on and... you just stand still. Cal died in this flat.
I'm sorry. I never really
No,
thought...
it's fine, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. It's just a building. It's just... Well, David will just... He'll look around and everywhere he'll have reminders of Kylie. And tell him if he ever needs to talk.
Come on, let me out. You're making a right hash of that.
David will be all right, you know.
I needed to help him. And I'm gonna go. And I don't want to go.
Well, then don't go.
I thought you didn't want me here.
I'd get used to it.
Really?
Right then, so I suppose, see you around?
Yeah.
Unless there's another reason why you can't come home.
Yeah, I don't get women.
I know the feeling. I didn't know you were seeing anyone.
No, I'm not. Well, I don't think I am.
Do you want a pint?
Yeah, cheers.
Was it meant H's? You back?
For now.
Let me guess, they said don't take any sudden holidays.
Look, Kev, I've got my kids to think about here. I know what you told the police, but I promise you I had nothing to do with it.
Why can't you admit it?
You'd believe Tyrone, why won't you believe me?
Well, someone nicked that laptop. Wasn't me. Wasn't Tyrone. And whoever did tampered with that car as well just because some drug dealer put you up to it.
I didn't wreck that car for gear.
Then why did you?
I didn't.
You know, maybe those kids are better off without a mum like you. Whoa, Mum. Don't bother coming back. You're sacked.
Bit of a Barney. I'll tell you later. Did you sort things out with Nick?
Yeah, buried the hatchet. Girl was over the moon.
Yeah, well, I saw him, and doesn't look like he's going to be stopping around here long.
Well, he's obviously got some big commitments at home, hasn't he?
Look, I'm sorry I'm not being back. My mum's taking a turn for the worse. Yeah, I've been in hospital all day. Well, I'm not sure when I'm going to come back. Look, I've really got to go. Look, why don't I call you tomorrow?
If you've been affected by issues raised in tonight's programme, you can visit itv.com/advice for support information. Next this evening, with more dream jobs up for grabs, we're opening the doors of the big audition.